Welcome, everybody, to the Spirit Football Podcast. I'm Jose Trujillo alongside.
I'm Austin Turner.
And we're back talking San Jose State football. 2 games left, Austin, almost the end of the season. 2 tough games, to say the least. Before we start talking about this week's opponent in Nevada, let's quickly recap last week against Utah State. A road matchup against the number 14 team in the nation. Didn't fare out too well, Austin. What did you see? What happened up in Logan?
I think Utah State's just a better team. They're one of the best teams in the group of 5 conferences. We talked about that last week. Jordan Love went off. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that defense was really good. It wasn't unexpected to me. I think they're just a really good team.
Yeah, it was a complete mismatch. I thought it was going to be a pretty big margin between both teams, and it was 62-24. Doesn't look too good, but Utah State's a great team, man. They play super fast. Yeah. Oh my God, they were running up to the line of scrimmage. They were not giving San Jose State any chance to do any substitutions. These guys, they finished one play. Their linemen were literally running to the line of scrimmage to line up and play for the next snap. So yeah, that's why they're more than likely might be playing around New Year's time.
Oh, yeah.
But back to this week, the Spartans are back at home for their final home game of the week of the season. It's senior day. Maybe not the best conditions as most of you have heard. The wildfires in Northern California have affected a lot of the area up here. A lot of lingering smoke in San Jose. It's not the best air quality but the game's still going on. Mm-hmm. Got pushed back to 12 p.m. So it's a 12 p.m. kickoff now. Originally at 2, moved back a couple hours. Senior day, they're gonna have a lot of energy. Austin, Josh Oliver, Boogie Roberts, Carrillo. These guys have been around here for a while, so they're gonna come out pumped up. With the energy along with the senior day, all that, what do the Spartans need to do on offense to score against this Nevada defense?
Well, I've been preaching the run game pretty much all season. I think they need to abandon it in this one. The Wolfpack, their front 7 in particular, is insane. They lead the conference in tackles for loss. They have a guy, Malik Reed, linebacker, who you're going to see him playing on Sundays next year. He is a monster. He has 7 sacks on this season. They're going to just tear through that offensive line that has been suspect, to say the least, for San Jose State. They're going to have to throw the ball a lot, and they're going to have to throw it early in the game. Like I said, abandon the run game, basically. You're not going to see many yards and touches for Tyler Nevins. You got to get seniors involved like Josh Oliver. You got to get another senior, Josh Love, throwing the ball a lot. It's just their best chance is just the long ball in this one.
Yeah, I think they're gonna definitely have to get Josh Oliver involved, and I know it's hard. Every week he's getting double, triple teamed. All the attention's on him, and rightfully so. But I think that just means your offensive coordinator McGivens, he has to get a little bit more creative. Use maybe Josh Oliver as more as a decoy if he's not doing that, or maybe find some pick plays where he gets some defenders free from him and he gets more open space and less defenders around him. So they need to get him involved. As far as on defense, Nevada, pretty all right offensive team. They put up some points. They have a really good quarterback, good leader in Ty Ganji. He's been their quarterback for the last couple of seasons, and he's mastered that offense. He's their leader. He commands it. How are they going to stop them? What do the Spartan defense need to do, Austin?
More pass rush to disrupt that passing game. Ty Ganji is a really good quarterback. He's efficient. I feel like a broken record, but just again, he doesn't make mistakes. He 20 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. They have a solid running game as well. Just like it seems like every team in the Mountain West this year has a solid running game. Tau, great running back. He averages almost 6 yards per carry. The Spartans are going to need to stack that box, and that linebacker core who has had a solid season, but they're just not consistent. They need to be on this game. Kyle Harmon, has had a great season so far. He's going to have a big game. another big senior, Boogie Roberts, on that defensive line. He's got to have a really good game stopping the run like he has all season. So I think for both sides of the game, I think the front seven is going to be the key for both defenses.
Yeah, it's they're gonna have to find some way to control Ty, because he's not gonna be phased by the energy, by the senior day and all this. He's gonna come out and he's gonna be ready. Nevada's gonna be ready. They're on fire. They've won 3 in a row.
Yep.
They just, not last week, the week before, they, in my opinion, they upset San Diego State 28-24. That was a really good game. That was a really big win for that Nevada team. So they're coming in with confidence. They're rolling and they're looking to go bowling, that's for sure. And they don't want no how can I say, they don't want these lower bowls. They want to play a little bit later into December. Another question, Austin. San Jose State this year, just running game been overall non-existent. Yeah, Tyler Nevins, he's had a solid season. He's been hurt and he's crept over 500 rushing yards. He's been doing good, but overall as a team, they're at 719 yards rushing, last in Division I football. Austin, are they going to hit over 1,000 yards this season?
Hate to say it, I don't think so. The last two opponents, Nevada, which I already touched on, and Fresno State, they're great against the run. They have great defensive lines. They have great linebacking core. So, and that offensive line for San Jose State just isn't great at run blocking. Tyler Nevins has had a great year. I think, considering the circumstances, he had a huge injury. Week 1, it looked worse than it turned out to be, thank God. But I think if he was available the whole season, they might have a chance at this, but I just don't see it happening. Good thing he's only a sophomore. He'll be back next season. I think he'll be able to do it next year. But this season, I think it's kind of a wash.
Yeah, with Nevada and Fresno State upcoming, it's going to be really, really tough. Yeah. But I think this also shows that Brennan's he's gonna need a little more depth at running back, because I think that's what they lacked a little bit when Evans was down. The running game completely vanished. Like, it was literally non-existent. So yeah, they get a little more depth in running back. I think that's a position they definitely need to scout for. Another question for you. Big news came out yesterday. Josh Oliver not on the John Mackey Award semifinalist list for 2018. In my opinion, he's by far San Jose State's best player.
Agreed.
And I think he's one of the best tight ends in the nation. Why wasn't he on this list, Austin?
I guess you could technically say that Josh Oliver is more of a receiver than a tight end, but he's listed as a tight end, and he's the best I've watched this season. Obviously, I've watched more of him than any other tight end, but he leads the nation in receptions for tight ends at 51. He's third in receiving yards with 642. He has only 3 touchdowns, which is less than most of the other guys on the list. But, I mean, if you look at the body of work and considering the circumstances, he is, like you said, he's been the best player for the Spartans this season. I think he's better than a lot of the guys on the list, honestly. Noah Fant from Iowa made it over him, and he only has 35 catches, 453 yards. And, yeah, maybe you're taking away the blocking ability, which, Josh Oliver isn't the best blocker. But if you look at the body of work receiving, I think he deserves to be on that list. Maybe not win, but he deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, there's no question. He deserved to be on that list. Yeah, we get it. San Jose State's 1-9. They're not going to have a winning record. But this is a list for individual players, individual talent. And individually, Josh Oliver should be on that list. He is one of the top 8 tight ends in this nation, hands down. So, big time snub, big time letdown. But, that's college football. That's the way it went. And, you're just going to have to move on. Josh Oliver's just going to have to keep proving people wrong, I guess, So let's move on. Let's move on to this Saturday and give us a prediction, Austin.
I think this game's going to be more defensive. San Jose State's been in a few defensive battles, which is a surprise if you watch the team at all last year. I think it'll be another one of those. I'm going to give it to Nevada, however, because that defense is really strong. The offense is clicking. They have something to play for. definitely they're trying to get a good bowl game. They're trying to get to 8 wins, maybe even potentially reach the Mountain West Championship if Fresno slides a little bit. But I'm going to give it to the Wolfpack. I'll say 24-17. I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Wolfpack pull it off.
Okay, you're going a lot closer than I am, Austin. I just really think this Nevada team's rolling right now. I think they're hitting on all cylinders. Their defense right now is playing lights out. Mm-hmm. They shut out San Diego State on the second half of their game. Last week, they didn't allow a point for 3 quarters until garbage time when they were up, 30 plus. So I think it's going to continue this week. 41-14 Nevada. I think they're going to put up some points, and I think San Jose State will get some points late. Their head coach already came out and said he expects his team to lay a goose egg. Not lay a goose egg, put up a goose egg.
Pitch a shutout.
Pitch a shutout is what I'm saying. That's what he expects out of his defense, and I believe they really are going to come out, and that's what they're going to want to do. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they're going to play like it, and I think it's going to be 41-14 Nevada, and the San Jose State is going to add another loss, and they're going to have to keep going back to the drawing board. But it's going to be the senior day. Hopefully they can come out with some energy. Maybe they might prove us wrong, Austin.
Maybe. We'll see.
So that's going to do it for this week. Thank you, Smart Nation. We'll talk to you next week.